Cade Cunningham, going off center a little bit.
I mean, kind of didn't shoot a couple days in a row now. Cade Cunningham starting to feel himself, and rightfully so, because the Detroit Pistons, our Detroit Pistons, Detroit team of the odd couple.
I need a 10-game losing
streak. We claim this team as of yesterday.
No. Rob Parker is out. I don't claim
the
no
Detroit
team.
Pistons present the odd couple.
Don't do that.
I'm not. Just like you claim the Lions and how'd that go. I'm raising my hand. I'm not claiming the Pistons.
All right.
Well, in any event.
Let me see your phone. When Joe D texts you, when Joe D go text you, I know you ain't going to claim the Pelicans. The least you could have did was stay with the Pistons.
For a long time. Chauncey wouldn't do that. But in any event, down their two best big men, Cade Cunningham and the Pistons came into Madison Square Garden and put belt to ass on the Knicks, beat them down again. They sweep the season series. Cade Cunningham went off. 42 points, 13 assists, 8 rebounds after the game in an exclusivo with our friend of the show, Vinny Goodwill, told ESPN, you know what? I think I am the MVP. Rob Parker, I know you got to love that kind of braggadocio.
I hate it. And my thing is, I don't want Cade Cunningham is an exciting, tremendous young player who is worth suitable for framing, worth the price of admission.
Mm-hmm.
But don't turn into that guy. Don't be Cade Cunningham. Don't be the guy who has to pat himself on the back. Cade, I don't want to call you Cade Cunningham. Don't be LeBron James. Be Michael Jordan. Whoever's giving you this advice or telling you you're feeling yourself or you feel like you need to say who you are. You know what Michael Jordan used to say every time they would go up to reporters and ask him about him being the great? I didn't play against everybody. I can't judge myself and say I'm the best player who ever played. I didn't play against everybody. Or he'd say, that's not for me to determine. And Cade Cunningham is in the same exact spot. Dude, there's some great players in the league as well. Do not feel yourself to the point where you think SGA ain't in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
The Joker ain't in the mix. And then the best part of all of this, while he's out feeling himself and smelling himself, and we'll get to this as well, there was a straw poll of the voters, not Pistons fans, not Kelvin Washington, and guys like that. And for the guy who says he's the MVP now and he's the best player in the league, a best American player in the league, somehow he only got one first-place vote in the straw poll. Came a distant third, not even close. One first-place vote. So this is premature. Pump the brakes and be better. Cade, don't be Cad. Don't be LeBron. When he told everybody, oh, yeah, remember we came back from 3-1 and when I became the GOAT? How did that work out for him? You don't have to do that. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing hard. Keep winning. The accolades will follow. If somebody asks you, you don't have to answer with that. That's not the voters. You don't have a vote. I hate to break it to you. As much as you want to say I'm the MVP, guess what? You don't have a vote. That's it.
That's it? All right. So this is why I know you were sauced up yesterday when I told you you came back from wine country and you brought a bottle of wine with you. Because you know what you sat up here and told me yesterday? That you wanted Cade Cunningham to not give qualifiers, to say he is the best player in the country, and the best player, period, in the league, not the best American. That's what you said. So now he comes out and says he's the MVP, and now you got a problem with it. Cade Cunningham is usually what you're referring to, and I get what you're saying, and he's been that guy. But I think also because he's been playing in Detroit, they've been bad for, the majority of his career there, and then last year they finally got good, and then obviously this year they're really good. I think he's having a moment where he felt himself. He just put up a great game in Madison Square Garden. People are, asking him tough questions. He didn't say it publicly. So I hear what you're saying. He chose not to say it publicly. Vinny off to the side obviously covers the Pistons for 4 letters, and so he quietly told Vinny, who he talks to, has a relationship with, this wasn't a public thing. We made it public. Rob G bringing it up made it public, But he said it quietly. He said it privately to Vinny. But I don't have a problem with it. I totally get what you mean. If this becomes something where every time he has a microphone, he's saying something, I would even be like, all right, Kay, we might have to relax a little bit. But I like exactly what he's doing. I think he's been incredible. If you look at what he's doing as far as clutch time.
Well, why do the voters, why does he have one first-place vote? And the straw poll, here we are in almost March. The season is coming to an end. So I hear you, but the voters, the people actually vote, don't have them in that conversation.
And I that's a great point.
That's all I'm saying.
Here's why it changes. It changes off of the first game back, national game, everybody's watching, and you ball out in Madison Square Garden against a team who took you guys' heart in the playoffs. You ball out. You start to get all these conversations. You had the whole GQ spread for a guy that's normally quiet. You got a great GQ spread that a lot of people pull little snippets out of from that. And then you go out and ball. And then more importantly, you ball in crunch time. So that's been a great thing for him because usually you got guys like Jalen Brunson who are incredible at crunch time. He scored 19 in the fourth twice this season, which is the most in the league. He leads all players in total average fourth quarter points this season.
But what?
So
Okay,
he's putting it up.
all that you're saying, the guys who cover the league on a daily basis, who are the voters, not happens, who are the voters. So they don't see any of that all the way up until the other day?
I'm saying he had a moment that now people are going to go, oh, like guarantee you the odds were, where was he yesterday?
Is he going to win the MVP?
He has a great chance.
No, that's not what I asked you.
It went from 1,300 to 500.
Is he going to win the MVP? No, I'm just asking. The season
it's
he's had.
SGA's to win, but he absolutely he'll be second. He has a great chance. If they win the East by 6, 7, 8 games, like they're up like 5.5, 6 right now, he has a great chance. There's no really anybody else with a better chance to me than SGA.
877-99 on Fox. We definitely want to hear from you. Don't we, Rob G? And it's real simple. Do you have a problem with Cade Cunningham calling himself the MVP of the league? And do you think he has a real chance at the winning the award? Marty in Kentucky, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Marty?
Where's my intro music?
Oh, that's funny. I don't remember what it was.
We had
but Marty. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I'm digging it. All right, fellas. You know what? I like Rob's advice here. Cade Cunningham, if this come out by accident, it's not too bad, but he needs to be more careful. And here's why. Rob Rivers dealing with the same issue right now on a much smaller scale. He feels like he's being underestimated, and I've been telling him to savor it and use it. Let it drive you. Being underestimated is the best advantage you'll ever get, because once everybody knows who you are, then that target's on your back. You don't want to put it on your back. Let people underestimate you until they can no longer underestimate you.
Yeah, I just think, and it might be that he grew up in a LeBron era where he's got to tell everybody, and after he won a championship, you remember he said, "Now where's my damn respect?" Like, you shouldn't have to say that.
The only
That's
thing
just me.
the Cade, to make sure he didn't say this publicly. When he was asked, he said, "Look, we got a lot to prove. We still trying to work. We still got." Just like yesterday, we talked about it. The reason why he didn't say he was the best. This was offhand comment to Vinny, just one-on-one talking, and obviously when Vinny took it all over all the shows and everything, it picked up. But he privately, he didn't say it publicly.
But he said it to Vinny, who obviously felt comfortable enough to talk about it.
But you know that. You've been covering the league since.
No, but if it was really a conversation where that shouldn't go out.
Because Vinny asked him, he said, all right, man, I know you said all that I ain't the MVP. I'm just trying to play stuff. But come on, you still feel that way? And that's when he said it offhand to him. So Cade's shot to me, he's trying to be, we haven't proved anything. We got to win. You remember, I told you yesterday, he said he got to win more in Detroit.
I just don't want him to be Cade Cunningham. Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
What's going on? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I do have a problem with this coming from Cade Cunningham because he's a new kid on the block, right? I'm happy for him in the season he's had. He pushed my New York Knicks last year when they had capable leadership under the true general Tom Thibodeau. They pushed the Knicks, okay. But the year before that, didn't they lose 20 straight games in Detroit?
27.
with Monty Williams, who didn't want to be there in the first place, right? You threw him a bag. You said he didn't want to coach. You threw him a bag. Obviously, you're going to take the money, okay? And then it was a dumpster fire for those 2 seasons, all right? So you're just now finding a little bit of prosperity under the capable leadership of J.B. Bickerstaff, who was doing a good job in Cleveland before he come to Detroit and got the ship turned around. The point of fact is, how about you be number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference with all these injuries first, right? The Eastern Conference is wide open, Cade. Before you make these statements, how about you make a playoff run, i.e. Tyrese Halliburton did last year, getting the team all the way to the conference finals, never mind the finals, which is open because the East, we don't know what's going on, right, before you're starting to step up, right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he had the Tom Brady approach. He had the well done is better than well said approach, all right, taking OKC to the championship. And I need to see that more from Cade. I don't mind the confidence, okay, but there's other, you know what I mean? Don't go down the road of these uber-confident young players that are getting in car accidents in Charlotte and that are not playing basketball games in Kansas, all right? You don't need that type of confidence. Go out there and show it, and then people will give you the respect. Thanks for taking the call.
All right, thank you. Dion in Texas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dion?
Hey, guys. Hey, I love Cade's confidence. I love his statement. He didn't announce it to the world. He was just talking. He was just being honest. And the truth is they lost 27 games in a row a couple of years ago, and now they're the doggone 1 seed. And Oklahoma City got a much better team than Detroit. So I love it.
And Detroit's playing in the East where Halliburton and Tatum are hurt too, right? Have you factored that in at all?
Absolutely. I factored it in.
So that's factored in. And let me tell you
What that mean?
something.
They beating everybody.
No, but that's why the voters have them with 1 first-place vote, because they're factoring in how weak the East is.
I guarantee we had this conversation in 2 weeks. It will be completely different than that. Guarantee you that. Just like the odds went from 1,300 to 500.
That's Vegas. That has nothing to do with the writers.
Guarantee
Do you know what?
he will not have one vote the next time we do this.
Do you know what Vegas does?
Yeah,
they
I know
try
Vegas
to make
does.
odds so that more people put money in.
I guarantee
they don't tell you
he won't have a
anything.
single vote
Vegas
the next
has
time
nothing.
they do this.
Vegas is nothing. Stop with the Vegas.
Guarantee you that.
They're trying to get people to put money to make it attractive enough. Vegas doesn't dictate anything.
I guarantee it.
The writers do.
Right, and they about to write his name in. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.